Hey, I want to talk about the truth of making passive income on the internet, because you've probably seen lots of those guru types and people offering to show you how to make passive income online in exchange for, well, kind of like a crazy amount of money for that education, right? So I just want to tell you what it is, how you can get it, because I have been making a full-time living from the internet since 2004, and I really kind of ramped up things in 2007 and then again in 2009, and that is when I really started to make passive income on the internet. So I'm going to show you, or tell you, how you can do it too, because there's this huge misconception about passive income. A lot of newbies will buy into the idea that they just have to put some links out there, promote someone else's offer through CPA or an affiliate offer, and boom, sales will happen. It doesn't really work like that. To really do passive income properly, you need a hub, like a blog, your own website, without a doubt. And then in addition to that, you're going to need an email list to do it properly. So you need those two things. So let's break it down. So the blog, what you need to do is create content. And I would say you have to create the content, or at least know what someone needs to write about in detail. Okay, not this kind of zombie content that's very generic that we tend to see. You know, it's not successful. What people want is your hands-on experience, your stories, they want to learn about your struggle and your success, how you got to that point. So you need to have that. You need to have, no matter what niche you're in, you need to have something that you can show, right? So a lot of newbies will go into make money online when they've never made money online. And then they fail, and then they wonder why they fail. Dude, it's right there, it's in your face, right? So if you haven't made any money online, don't go in to make money online. If you've made your first dollar, teach people how to make their first dollar, right? The results that you have don't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be this massive achievement thing, An example I like to use is aquariums, fish tanks, because they're easy, right? And there's this demand for information out there. So if you've done something like as simple as that, you can teach other people how to do it. And as long as you care about the issue, the topic, and the people in it, you have to care. You have to have empathy for them. If you don't have that, then you're in the wrong niche. So you need that blog. You need that content output. Okay, it can be on YouTube if you want, but a blog is probably easier to get started with. Should you post on Medium or these other? No, post on your own website. Unless you're doing video, then it has to be YouTube. Nothing else competes with YouTube, unfortunately. So you're creating content, you're pushing it out there, and then you need an email list, right? So the content that you create serves as a way to get the attention of your market, and that doesn't have to be a huge amount of attention. Excuse me. A misconception here that you need a lot of traffic to make money on the internet. You don't need a lot of traffic. You just need the right traffic. So when you do it properly, you will attract the right traffic to you. They'll come to you. So you use your content to kind of push out a call to action. So at the end of every piece of content, sometimes at the start if you want, you ask people to take action. You tell them what you want them to do. So it's probably best to ask them to opt into your email list. And then you turn traffic, visitors, into leads. And then you can get really jiggy with it, because when they become leads, there's an element of trust there. You've built up an element of rapport where they're going to listen to you. They're going to follow your advice to some extent. So you want to do right by them. So when they opt into your email list, you deliver value, you build trust, continue to go through that process. And then you recommend the occasional offer that you believe is going to be of massive benefit to them. The passive bit, what makes this actually passive income is because that system can be automated through your email list. And that's when it becomes automatic. So you set it up once, then you let it run forever. And the content, now do you have to have this massive output of content? Not necessarily. So you can create a video or a blog post, whatever, put it out there, and that's going to live out there forever, hopefully, right? So it's always going to pull in traffic. So that bit is done. If you want to pull in more traffic, create more content. Put that out there. Again, with the call to action, bring people in to this automated system where they get value from you, they build trust, and then they ultimately take more action and buy the thing that you want them to buy. So it's passive in that sense. So it can be automated. But the content on the top, you know, the more content you have, the more traffic you're going to get, right? If you don't want to create content, advertise. Pick two. Pick one of those two. Do both if you want. If you do both, you'll get really good results. You get results really fast. And you're going to have this long-term automated supply of traffic coming in for as long as, really. So how much content should you create? Well, at least one piece of content every week. The more you create, the better results you're gonna get. So what I like to do is, if I'm starting off a new project or I'm talking to a client and they're starting off new, I say 90 days worth of content. Just do it, right? Every single day for 90 days, you're going to create one piece of content, churn that out there. Don't worry too much about the stats. Don't worry about the results. That stuff will come. But for the moment, you have to do something called discovery. So you have to discover what your particular audience really responds to. And if you have a look at the Profit God Pilot channel that I run, I mean, okay, you'd have to go back a while, but maybe it was 2017, I think. That's when I started this kind of 90-day content creation thing. But I actually do it on my personal channel, on this channel too. But I've kind of ramped it up a little bit just as a bit of testing. However, right, so you've got to create 90 days worth of content. One piece of content every single day. Then, after the 90 days, you look at your data, see what's working, and then do more of that. Dial it in. Imagine this thing is like a radio. Remember those old radios where you had to tune them in to find the frequency so you could hear the music? It's a little bit like that, right? So we create all this content, it just goes out there, and even though it is very niche specific, we still have to drill down into that very, very, very specific area, the three big areas in our niche that people need help with. They'll tell you if you listen, if you know how to listen, and the data is going to show you that. So we throw this out, it's like trying to, it's dialing the radio signal back and forth. It's like, well, where are we going to get the signal? Then you hit on something. It's like, oh, okay, I've got something. Now you have to fine tune it. So you kind of go deeper into it. So it's like tuning one of those old radios. It's hitting the right frequency. So you have to do that. When you do that, and you have the data that supports it, and you let the data guide you all the time. But what metrics should you look for? Obviously, you look for the number of views, but you also have to look for the engagement level and the conversions you get. So you need to know all three of those big core metrics. So the number of people watching your content, consuming your content, visiting your page, the amount of engagement it gets, so shares, comments, likes, that kind of stuff. And then the conversions, so how many people take action from your content? Do they opt into your email list? How many, what percentage? And you can track all this stuff pretty easily with Google Analytics if you're running a blog. You can create goals in that, which will show you the conversion rates. I do it through a system called Kartra at the moment. Tomorrow that might change, something better might come along, but today it seems to be the best. And when you follow the data, because that's going to guide you, you'll know what else you need to create, what more type of content needs to be made. You know, because it'll show you what people are responding best to. So you just do more of that. And then you have this passive income machine running behind it. So content pulls traffic in, converts them into leads. They're in this automated system. When they're in that machine, that converts the leads into customers, and that puts money into your pocket. So you need that system to work to really make passive income online. So if you found this useful, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you want more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell thing so you get notified when I upload the next one, which is going to be very, very soon. Take care. Bye.